Hello everyone, my name is Sar. I'm a sophomore and learning assistant here at the Math Zone. And today we're gonna be talking about inverse functions. So what is inverse functions? Our learning objectives for today will be first, define inverse functions. Second, determine the equation of the inverse function. And third, a little bonus from it. An inverse function reverses the relationship between x and y. If a function f is 1 to 1, means every x has only one y, then f has an inverse function, written as f to the negative 1. So, now that we know what are inverse functions, let's understand the stages to solve them. The first stage is to replace fx with y, which are the same thing, yeah? The second stage is to swap x and y. And finally, we need to solve the equation for the y. Let's start practice. Given the function f, 3x plus 6, we need to find f inverse. First stage is to replace fx with y. Our equation is y equals 3x plus 6. Second stage is to swap x and y. X equals 3y plus 6. The third stage is to solve for y. I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides to cancel out 6 on the right side of the equation. It gets me to x negative 6 equals 3y. Next, I'm going to divide 3 from both sides to get y alone. Once doing that, we get into our final answer, which is y equals to x negative 6 divided by 3. Good? Okay, next one. Let's take it a step forward. Same thing as before. Our first stage is to replace y and fx. Second stage is swap x for y. X equals y plus 1 divided by y plus 6. Third is to solve for y. First, I'm going to multiply both sides by y plus 6 to eliminate the denominator. It gets me to x parentheses y plus x equals to y plus 1. Next, we will open the parentheses to get xy plus 6x equals to y plus 1. I will subtract y from both sides to get xy plus 6x minus y equals 1. Then I will subtract 6x from both sides to leave the left side of the equation with y's only to get xy negative y equals to 1 minus 6x. Now, we'll find the common factor from the left side, which is y, to get y parentheses x negative 1 equals to 1 negative 6. Finally, I'm going to divide both sides by x negative 1 to get the final answer. Y equals y negative 6 divided by x negative 1. Okay, at this point, we understood what are inverse functions and how to solve them. I believe we can take it even further and get better understanding of functions in general out of this topic. Let's look at these questions. Yes, I know we have the answers, but the answers are not the issue. We need to make sure we are understanding the terms, and it's going to be useful in the future and even now. The first thing to know, and for me it's the most important one, is that fx equals y. Every time you see the term fx, you can read it or understand it as y. Okay, for the first one, f of 4 always means x equals 4. Means when x equals 4, what is the y? If you look at the table, you'll see that when x equals 4, y equals 5. Second one, fx equals 7. It means y equals 7. So look at the table again. When y equals 7, x equals 1. So far, so good? Good. Understand these two. For me, these are the most important. Let's take it a bit further. Next, third, f inverse of 5 means fx equals 5. The opposite of the regular one we just did. Means y equals 5. And same thing, when y equals 5, x equals 4. Fourth one, f inverse equals 1 means f of 1 means x equals 1. When x equals 1, y equals 7. This is mean that inside of the f inverse should be the number 7. Yes, again, it's the opposite, but this is inverse. Confusing? Yeah, I know. But take a tip from me. Know the first two, and then flip when you see the inverse sign. Don't overthink it, but make sure you know the first two. They are the more important, and they will help you in the future. Believe me, they will. So that's it for now. Thank you very, very much for listening. I hope you understand better inverse functions now, and I wish you a successful semester.